What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today's Tuesday, April 15th. In today's video, we're going to be talking about dog Bitcoin, but something that I do want to address is something that I reported and found out as of yesterday, and that is regarding a news source and YouTube channel called 99 Bitcoin, reporting that basically Binance has completed and integrated runes, withdrawals, and deposits. Now, is this true? Is this false? I'm going to share with you my perspective on this in this video. And obviously, we're going to be sharing with you charting analysis and talking about Slingshot as well. So as always, before we begin, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to join our X platform, and please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct message, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. Dog Bitcoin right now is still hovering around 140 million market cap and higher. Now, if you look over the past day, it is up around 0.11%, not too much. Now, when we look at Bitcoin's price, it's not really up that much either. It's kind of been just trading sideways over the past 24 hours. Now, when we go back to Dog, we're going to compare it to Bitcoin's price. So in a way, they're kind of still in correlation over the past day, over the past 7 days, but Dog Bitcoin is still up. But unfortunately, over the past month, Dog is still underperforming, but that's okay. If you see dips like this, if you put your Bitcoin into Dog, which is this blue line, well, Dog will gain more traction and more gains. As you can see here, like I said, in the past 7 days, is up 27%. While Bitcoin over the past 7 days is not over 20%, it's only up 9.48%. So I've actually doubled my sats worth in Bitcoin. But regardless of what's going to happen with Dog or Bitcoin, Bitcoin is always going to hold value. It's been up over 7.2 million%. Now, when you compare that to gold and the S&P 500, it's definitely outperformed both of those assets altogether. So whatever's going to happen with Bitcoin, since we do know it's always going to outperform every other hard asset, you're going to notice that digital coins such as Dog, which is the #1 meme coin on Bitcoin, that will do even better. Since Dogecoin had its own rally, you'll see that Dog will follow a bigger rally. Now, I just want to cover this really quickly. So apparently there were 3 rune custodial dexes or decentralized exchanges that had been compromised over the past 48 hours. RichSwap experienced a 120,000 drain. Odin, god of runes, experienced an 80,000 withdrawal of funds, or aka drainage, and also runes decks around 50,000. So there's an exploitation of all these different swaps and also exchanges, or decentralized exchanges for that matter. Now, the reason this is important to understand and why you need to know this is that you don't want to keep your Dog tokens or any of your Rune or Bitcoins in these different exchanges or swaps for that matter. You need to have them removed and store them in your Xverse wallet, or more specifically, a cold storage wallet. So if you have an Xverse wallet, you can install a Ledger device on that wallet, or even the Magic Eden wallet. You can install cold storage wallets and you can view your runes within those wallets of Xverse or Magic Eden. You won't see it on your Ledger Live, but you will see it on those cold storage wallets. Remove it from these different entities because it leaves the exploitation of these funds getting drained. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of this breaking news that I saw as of yesterday. Now, when I saw this, I wasn't sure how to feel and what is this all about. 99 Bitcoins, who I will talk about in a little bit, says Binance enables Bitcoin runes deposits and withdrawals. And then it says Binance has completed integration of the Bitcoin runes protocol, now supporting deposits and withdrawals of runes assets on the Bitcoin network. Now, this is a very huge statement, but also keep in mind, when I looked into this, there was no source, and the source is unknown. So is this clickbait? Is this engagement farming? Or is this actually the truth? Now, when you go over to 99 Bitcoin's Twitter page, what you will notice is that there's a lot of bots that are following this specific Twitter account. So at first, it seems like this is not a legitimate account. In fact, it almost seems like just a completely fake account for that matter, just looking for clickbait. But what you don't know is that 99 Bitcoins, just 7 years ago, this is one of the most leading websites out there regarding cryptocurrency and news updates. But the thing is, their team has completely changed. Now, if you don't know, this person used to be with the company. but now he's left and started his own YouTube channel. Now there are these other people that are actually running this channel, and it's been completely different. I mean, they only have like hundreds of views nowadays. I mean, that's okay. I mean, every YouTube channel starts off like that, but look at when it used to be this guy. It used to be in the millions of views, but that's when cryptocurrency was blossoming. So the thing is, they take a huge risk of posting the specific article because if it is false, then it ruins their reputation and their image by spreading false information, which pretty much makes them an unreliable source of information. But if this is true, this would be really big, but we just don't know the source. And also, why would they tweet something like this? They don't talk about runes ever, so why would they just kind of post this out of nowhere? I have no idea, but that's just everything in a nutshell, my personal opinion. But I think we need to zoom out, because even if Binance is potentially going to list runes and rune tokens on their exchange, you got to look at all these other tokens that were listed on their exchange and look at how they performed afterwards. Only 3 of the tokens have actually stayed in the green. Everything else is almost down like 70 to 90%. I mean, just think about AIXBT. Even tokens like the Trump token, even the anime token. These were tokens that had teams, probably gave them token allocations, but they all went down significantly. So whenever I hear Binance potentially is listing a token, I don't really feel very bullish. It may pump the token of dog, but how well will dog perform after listing? So this is the time to really understand to get in before these tokens are listed on Binance, because Binance, when they do list it, they probably will buy a supply of dog and also liquidate their positions. That's what you need to be aware of when Binance's name is attached to specific tokens. But what I do want to talk about in today's video is Slingshot. Now, you already know that Slingshot is going to be launching Bitcoin runes on their mobile app, which Slingshot was acquired by Magic Eden. Now, we do know that recently Make Tokens Funds talked about removing bricks from floor, and hopefully these updates will be coming soon, as you mentioned before. But regardless, they're trying to get as much market share to beat Vector.fun, even Moonshot for that matter. But what we need to really understand is that Slingshot, being acquired by a big company like Magic Eden, is trying to do something that is completely different from mobile apps such as Robinhood. So Robinhood is more of a centralized application to buy stocks, to buy cryptocurrency, and even Robinhood is thinking and exploring banking of its own kind. So what we're about to see is that Slingshot is going to be a decentralized application rather than centralized. And what they're going to do is that they're going to try to tap into Bitcoin's $1.7 trillion market cap at the time of this recording using payment service providers such as Apple Pay, Venmo, credit cards, PayPal, and even the USDC, which is the stablecoin, to allow people to buy specific tokens such as dog, or maybe pups, or maybe mim token, or maybe gizmo, or maybe even billion dollar cat, any of those specific runes. So this is why I think Slingshot is trying to outpace even Binance, even other tier 1 centralized exchanges, and even secondary mobile apps such as Vector.fun, Moonshot, even top tier 1 such as Robinhood. They're trying to capture that market share, and that's why I'm paying attention to Slingshot the most. And if you don't know, you should probably download the Slingshot Crypto app, because soon you're going to have 100% revenue share. So whoever you refer this specific app to, you will then earn revenue share 100% of how much that person trades. By the way, I want you to sign up for Slingshot using my referral link and get your funds ready to buy Bitcoin runes, especially dog. So when you're looking at runes right now in Magic Eden, it's absolutely dirt cheap, because you know exactly what's going to happen. Either if Binance is going to list rune tokens, or perhaps maybe even Slingshot is going to launch this within the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to see the market cap not sustain at 145 million. No. It's actually going to go up higher. I don't know how high, but in my personal opinion, I just think that it's just more buy buttons for dog Bitcoin. Even when I look into the charting analysis right now, this specific price of dog wants to break past this 50-day moving average, which is this orange line right here. And as you can see, this MACD, the histograms, and these lines continue to go up and up, which sooner or later is going to break past this resistance level that's going to flip us into the buyer's market, which we saw back over here and back over here, which we saw a reflection of these prices. And you'll see these buying volumes like over here and over here return back over here. Remember, there was a lot of dead air between this time that nobody thought dog would come back, and surely it did. You're experiencing the exact same thing right here. So this is the time to buy into dog before it reaches $1 billion market cap. So this is kind of everything in a nutshell and what you need to understand about Dog. You will probably watch from the sidelines debating if you should buy into it, while other people, whales like myself, are accumulating as much as possible day in and day out. So with that said, let me know your thoughts down below, your strategies on what you plan to do with Dog. I cannot wait to read them. So go ahead and smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our X platform to receive all of our alpha calls and trades regarding Dog on the Moon. Till then, see you guys girls next time.